Once you're in your account, this is our DWC account. App Launcher, all right, and you can click Sites. Just to make things easy, Google site. If you log into your Google account through the site, that's the best, because the site is where all the Google functions and services are available. Okay, that's why every time I log into my Google account, I always go top here and say sites google.com, and I get everything right here. I'm already logged in, so the site is best place to display, to use all functions. All right, once I'm in the site, sometimes I can show all the sites I have. Right now, I don't have any site. All right. Otherwise, you'll be able to see all the sites like this once you log into sites. From the site, you also get App Launcher, but I can at least see all my website. All right, because where website is, you can access all your documents, all your other functions. Such the point to mention. Okay, so now I'm in here and I click my site. I have nothing. And then you go to create, right here, create a site. You create a site, you can browse gallery for templates. And it's the easiest way, all right? You can from scratch right here. Your default is a scratch, you can enter a name. But let's choose, let's see the template. Popular template, featured template, all kinds of template you can use. This is my favorite for classroom because it has a classroom picture here, right? These templates are submitted by Google users. When they create a template, their website, they like it, they want to share it, they submit it to Google Template Gallery, and that's how we see. And you can definitely take advantage of that. All right, I do that all the time. All right, you can, based on your business collaboration theme, you can choose a template. All right. Just go down and choose and look at it. First, you look at it and then see if you like it, all right? And once you choose a template, you can always change to a different template, even after you have started working on your website. That's fine, all right? In activity, events, schools and education, all right? Clubs, organization. Some of the template applies to all themes. Some are unique, right? Personal and family and all that stuff. So just play around with it. Let's just see featured. Then what you do is, let's say if I like, oh, I like this one. It looks nice. And then you look at it. I say, okay, I'm going to choose one. Say select, or go back to the gallery to re-choose. All right. So I select it. Okay. And then you enter your website name. Keep in mind, once you enter the characters, you have to enter the alphabet, okay, characters. The site, it becomes a part of the site URL. You cannot change it anymore unless you delete the site and create another site. All right, the site URL cannot be changed. All right, let's say this is internship 2016. I just rename it, name it something unique. Okay, and it's within within Wooten High School account. Can you see? Very small here. All right. Okay, and I go here. I chose my gallery. It's a soccer team. Oh, it's a soccer team. Okay, I say create. It does take some time for Google to verify. and to populate your website. Boom, that's your website. Why do you think that's yours? It's not someone else's? Because if it's yours, you're the owner or the editor, you have all these editing tools here. Otherwise, you don't see these. Okay, so this is your website. All right, what are the tools for? All right, first of all, you'll landed on your home page by default. Okay, and then here you see you're on it, and you have this editing page tool, or you create a new page under this website. A website, you call the website, is actually a page right here. All right, everything you see is a page. You can create a page under page, page under page. All right, that's where you create a page for this website. The home page is created in the template for you. Okay, all right. Just to look at things, look at this setting. There's tons of things to look at. All right. Here is you can look at your revision history. If you make any changes to the website, all the changes are documented in revision history. You'll never lose anything. You can always go back to a certain edition. All right, you never lose it. That's the beauty. And page setting, what's that for? Okay, let's click on this. Page setting is if you want to show your page title, every page has its title. Website has a website title, web page has a web page title. So this web page title is checked off, but if I want to add on it, I want to see what's going to show. All right, let me check all these. Page description, you don't really need it. You don't worry about it. And then save. Once you save, and it shows page name, home, you can hide it because we know your landing page is your home page of your website. You don't have to show this unless you want to change it to something else. Every page has its title shown right here. Okay? And then we added also what? Link to page, attachment, and the comments. Where do they show? You go to the bottom. You can see okay, you can see the add files or comments where you can add comments from you to other editor of this website. All right, that's where you could do things. But these things sometimes can look messy on your website. I usually just take it off. I would agree with the original editor. If you create a subpage, it will show here. I don't want my website look so messy. I usually will check off these things. Just keep the page title. I save it, and the page title is still here, but everything is gone. Messy things are gone. Okay. So what are the areas in this website? All right. I'm going to go down this setting list later on, but I want to introduce, there are 3 general areas. One is the horizontal sidebar right here. You can add things. There's a vertical sidebar right here. The template already has something showing here. I'll show you how to edit, how to add different things. Okay. And then this is the general web page display area that you can create. You can make things look like this. There are many different ways. See, you can embed a calendar, you can embed announcement, you can embed pictures, you can embed text. You can do all kinds of things. All right. So that's this general area. And then you go down, copy page. You can make a copy page for your website. All right. Page template, just don't worry about that. Save this as page template. So if you save as a template, you can submit it to the Google Gallery. Now, let's not worry about that. And then what you need to know is right here, site actions. You will be using this all the time, okay? Mainly is these 2. site, edit site layout, and manage site. Sharing and permission, you can go from here, but you can go to the website directly. Let's look at the manage site. Manage site. When you click on this, you're the editor or you're the owner. When you click manage site, you come to the editing tool, editing page of your website. This is where you can change your site name, but not site URL. Remember that, okay? URL is fixed, but the site name you can change to anything at any time. That's a different thing, all right? Site name is what you display on the site. The site URL is how to get to that site, okay? And then site category, you can enter something for if you're going to make it public. And then if you enter a keyword, people can find it easily. Site notice and something else. And right here, if you look at this editing part, okay, right now your default is at the general. Okay, I'll show you other things later on. At the general page, you see the title change, and you go down, choose URL. I don't know what that means right now at this point. Okay, let's not talk about it. And landing page. This is important to know. The default landing page, that means if you give people that URL and people click on that, they all see the first thing is your home page because that's your landing page by default. But you can change it. You can create another web page at your site and then assign that page as your landing page. So when you give out people the same URL, when they click URL, they come to a different landing page. So you can change the landing page. That's what I do in my classroom website. I have landing page for different year. When the first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and then when I'm teaching the fourth grade, I make a new fourth grade landing page. And when people click the same URL, all the same for all years. But in the fourth year, when I'm teaching, the parents, teachers click on that one, they land it in the fourth year page. That's the thing to know, okay? And look down. You have 3 tabs here. As an owner, you will see this. If you're not owner, you are given only editing privilege of this website by someone else, by an owner. You don't see these things. So if you are your own website's creator, you will see that you can delete your website anytime you want. So be careful. You spend 10 hours or 100 hours create something and you accidentally delete it. That's really, really sad. Okay, but because you have the privilege.
So if you share this to someone, do they have the option to also delete the site?
If you share your website, if you give the owner permission to that someone, they can delete. So you be careful. A website can be owned by multiple people. All right. Another lower privilege is editor. They cannot delete. They can edit certain pages, but they don't get to this manage site. They cannot manage your site. Okay, they can only edit certain pages. And then the other one is view privilege. That means you can only come here and look at it. Click on surfing your website. Okay, so keep that in mind. And publish this site as a template, not just the page, the whole site. The reason that we chose this site because this site was published by someone else who created this, and Google thought it was a good example, so they put it in their template, site template, as a gallery. So we're able to copy it. Copy the site is very important to use. All right. Someone wants to create a website, but they don't know how, and you have something already created. You say, why don't you copy my website, and then you can do whatever changes, and they will be the owner. So if you copy this site, you use this copy button, and then give the new site a new name. It will be different from your URL, right? And even though the content is the same, and then you can give owner privilege of that new site to someone else who wants to learn from you. Okay, and that's what you do. That's easy. All right, and then I'm going to skip this and then enable configure search options. And you want people to find you. It's particularly good for business. My website, I need to do something like this so people can easily find my website to come to me. All right. Statistics, you can enable Google Analytics, and you can go there to see how many people visit your website, visit certain page of your website, and at what date, and then those people are from which continent. You can get all that information. So for future reference, if you create a business, you do something you want to get traction, a lot of eyeballs to come to visit you, that's where you study your website if you're doing a very effective promotion or campaign or advertisement, okay? And then you go down, there's not much. Other things you can just figure out: security, access setting, anyone can view this site, users who can access site activity, user who can access revision activity, you give it to collaborator. Collaborators means editor or owner who can edit your website. All right. You want everyone else to see this website revision history, how you change your website. You can set to anyone. If your website is a function of a group that you want everyone to see the revision history, that's fine. Okay. So based on your need, you can set. So the basic setting you already learned. Okay. So when move out, you may change something. You need to save it before you move out to different thing. Okay. And sharing under general, there's a sharing and a permission. You come here, basically, right now the default sharing, because I created in DWC Wooten High School account, so the default is anyone with the DWC with the Wooten account can view. All right, I can change that. You can change it to anyone with the link. That means I want to publish, but I don't want to make for it to go on the internet. Only when I send the link, when people, or I put the link on my email, I put the link on somewhere else, or on an existing website, people click the link, they can visit my website. Otherwise, I'm not publishing it. All right. Or you can put on the public on the web. That means, all right, you let it, people can search your website. All right. And this one, which talk about, this is for everyone with the DWC account. They can view, all right, on anyone with the link. So this is for everyone, anyone beyond our internship group. All right. If I use the next one, which is anyone with the link, that means even though they have the same organizational account, but if they don't know my website, the URL, they cannot find me. All right. This is what I often use. If everything is internal, you don't want anyone to stumble onto your website, you set specific people. That means only those who you explicitly share. All right. So if I set this one and I save, and then that's where is the specific people you'll share. Right. If you sharing with people versus giving people URL is different thing. Anyone can tell? The difference, if you invite people to your website through here, you put in other person's Gmail address. That means that person can find you this website on that person's site page. It shows there. And you can always go to your site page to find this website. You don't have to worry about the link because you are part of the, not owner, not editor, but you are permanently shared. You share that in your account. However, if you don't share with people, you only give people URL. People can still, if you make it open, that's how they visit you. They can come here to see you. You can give this link in email, in somewhere, and people can click and on here and come here. All right, but that person will not be able to find this site at the person's own site page. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so if I want to share with everyone, All right, I'm gonna try to share with the group to see if you get it, okay? On this page. And then I'll notify you, so you'll get in a notification your email, all right?
It's 2006.
Oh, how did I get, do I have that something? Okay, and right now I make you all just a view. Let's see what happens. Okay, send. See it?
Mm-hmm.
You all can come here, but you don't see these pages, right? You don't see this because you can only view. Okay. If I change, you can go to share from here. All right. If I change that to edit, I'll see what happens. And then you have to refresh your page. Okay, refresh. Do you see the editing tools?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, now see something else. Click on the icon, on the setting icon, the gear. Do you see site layout, manage site under site actions?
No.
No, because you're an editor, you cannot manage my site. Okay? That's why you don't see those two important things. All right. Now let me give you, say it again. You do? How about the site layout? Okay, manage site, go into manage site, what do you see? Recent site activity, do you see pages?
Yes.
Do you see attachments?
Mm-hmm.
Page templates?
Mm-hmm.
App scripts? Deleted items and below? General?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you go back to a Hangout session. You see my screen. These things are only for owners. Okay? All right. So even if you can get to the managed site, you have limited access. All right. Now let me give you sharing as owner. You can, all of you can be owners. All right. And then refresh page. And then click the gear icon. Do you see site layout?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now let's talk about site layout. Okay, manage site I basically went through briefly. We can probably learn more. Okay, look at the Hangout. Yeah.
I think we're going to change the team name to like something else, but it's on my screen, but it's not on their screen. Just for example, I just like edited this report thing.
But people have to refresh their page to see.
Oh, I didn't save it, did I? Oh no, that's the problem. I didn't save it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if I give you, let's look at my Hangout. All right, look at the Hangout. Let me go through this before you touch anything. All right. You all have the ownership of this access to this website, so you can change anything, everything. All right. So look at the edit site layout. That's very important. Okay. You go here, all of a sudden you feel this fluttering things. That's because you are in the editing mode of this website and the layout editing. The layout basically shows three areas that I described. This area on the top is your horizontal sidebar. This vertical sidebar becomes fluttering. Look at this, all right? It's very scary when you come here. And then you can edit this main display area in the site layout. Okay, site layout means the side. on the layout. Okay, let's look at the vertical layout. Everything it's called the sidebar. That's where you edit your sidebar. Each sidebar you can add little chunk of area to set up things. For instance, you go into, there are 3 areas, looks like. There's one area here. There's another one, it's called a text box, and the text box title is Player of the Week. All right. And if you go down, is another box. It says Countdown box. All right, let's look at what they are. So there are 3 areas. All right, here's the whole thing called the sidebar. There's 3 items. Let me go to the items. The way to go to the item is when you put your cursor over this thing and then you just click it. Then you come to the sidebar. This sidebar shows some of the things, sub-pages, right? The sub-pages of your things that you created for your website. And then you can move these sub-pages, all right? Let's say right now they are organized this way. I want the schedule to move above roster and stats. You can move with this key, highlight it and move it, all right? And if you want to move it down a few notches, that's fine. Also, you want to make schedule part of the match stats, you can use indent, all right? And then it will show under a drop-down menu of match stats. That's how you do it. If you don't want it anymore, just click trash box, okay? And to add things to this list, you can add through pages, you can add through URL. The difference is, add page, you have to create a page first. The page means any subpage within your website. So you add a page, then you just click open whatever. This shows all the pages you have that you have created. So far, this is because of the template someone else created. You can click open any plus signs to see the subpages, right? So if you created a page that you want to use, you can say which one I'm going to next game reschedule or practice. I'm going to choose this one, all right? And I say OK. See, a new page is added under here. I don't want to make a sub menu. I want to make it a first line and then use the left arrow become parallel, and it will show up in here. All right. So that's to add by page. If you add URL, if I'm going to move down here, I want to add an item through URL. That means if I click, at first it will display name, right? Test, and this URL is the URL of someone else's page or someone else's web address or someone else's document URL, someone else's, all right? It's not part of your website, then you enter here. Let's say if I enter my DWC learning, all right? DWC, and you know what website is here, and E center DWClearning.com. All right, and what do you check this is when people click on it, open a different tab, so they don't lose where you are right now. And often, when they provide the website editor did not provide that option, when you click something, you are completely away from your previous page. And then it's hard for you to find back. So I always provide that option, right? For people, when you click, you open another tab on your browser. So I always say check open, okay, in a new window. Say okay, and let's see, it's created right here. And then if I okay it, so this item I finished editing. We'll see the effect later. All right, I want to edit the next one, Player of the Week. You click on this box, you come in, oh, here they entered something, they entered the picture. I can enter a picture, all right? I'm going to, once you click on the picture, that's your editing toolbar for editing this picture, this item, all right? I'm going to delete right now. I'm going to enter something of my own. All right, insert an image, and I don't have any, then I will just go have to upload from my computer. All right, and from my computer, I'm going to load my picture. All right, that's my picture, and it's highlighted. You may have several pictures loaded here. You have to choose it, and then say OK. That's my photo. Too big. You can adjust it, make it small, or make it a medium size, or make it a large size, or make it 100% filling the window, or make it whatever the original picture is. That's too big. So small looks good. And I want to put it in the middle. Boom, in the middle. Okay, and then you can add text below or above. You can make wrapping. All right, I want this picture go to the right, left, and then make it wrap so that I can enter text right here. All right, if you don't use the wrap, we use unwrap, the text will go down. Right, you know all that editing thing, right? Or you can make it color, you can make a link, and you do everything. This is like a mini page right here. When you're done, you say OK, and I will show right here. You see, OK, looks good. I'm going to go down to the next one. Next one I want to edit. It's a countdown. That's fun. Click on it. You go here. It's a countdown module that you choose. OK, it's a playoffs. I'm going to say countdown, and the countdown name is end of internship. Ooh, you're looking forward to it. OK, what the date? What's the end date? What was it? 2000. Let's go to 2016, and July. Go to July 29. That's the official end date, and you say OK. Ta-da! There's 30 days until end of internship, so you know how many days left. And every day goes down by one. It's really neat. Okay, so this is how you edit. But how do you create a new one on your own? Easy. What you do is, these are the items you created. Now you want go to the sidebar, the main thing. That's where you edit. This is where you add. Okay? The little add sign right here. See it? Okay? Well, I want to add an item right here. Okay, add. What kind? Navigation. This is the navigation that was added before. And this one is the text that you can add to add different things. Let's say let's add the text. Okay? Once you're add a new item, it usually ends up in the last. You don't even see until you move your cursor here. It's an empty. That's why you don't see if you move cursor away. But if you put the cursor on here, it shows. You just click here. Okay? And you put a title. Right now there's no title. Okay. That's an intern's name. Okay? List names. And so on and so on. Let's see. Selena, Tony, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to enter. Okay? And then you say OK. Boom, it shows right here. Okay? You can put a link to each name. Once they create a new website, that's how we come to this website. We can easily get to certain person's website. Instead of, could you tell me this? Could you email this all the time? You should know this website, right? All right, this is the item. I want to move this item to the very top. All you have to do is hold down, all right? And then just drag to the top. All right, yeah, probably have to move one by one. Right here, and then drag it to the top. Now it's at the top. And I want to create another one. It's a countdown. You go down the type of things to create. Recent activity, my recent activity countdown right here. And the site owners, page owner, authors, you can add all different things. Let's count down. Add a countdown. All right, it's going to go to the very last. So you click open. And you say countdown, let's name it Pizza Party. All right, Pizza Party is this weekend, it's this Friday, so it will be July 1st. Okay, say okay. I'm not going to move it. I'll just leave it here at the very end. Oh, 2 more days. So we'll have kids party. It's just a lot of fun. Okay, so you're done. This vertical side menu is done. Then let's look at the horizontal one. Right now it's empty. Let's add something. Okay, boom. You click on this area. You enter. It's called a confuse. Oh, this is the right. Never mind. You need to first of all. There's when you into the site layout, there's bar on the top. The header is shown. The horizontal navigation is not turned on. The sidebar is turned on. This is called a horizontal navigation, but I call it horizontal bar, sidebar. All right, just to be conformed to the vertical sidebar. All right, this is vertical sidebar. So this is not turned on. I'm going to turn it on. So it shows, all right? It shows right here. This is the header area you can change, but this is the horizontal bar you can change, and this is the sidebar, vertical sidebar. So these 3 general areas. Now we turned on, we're displaying the horizontal sidebar. You just need to click this area, you enter it. What do I want to include? I'm going to include first a page, my home page I created. Okay, that's my first page. Okay, now it's on there. The next page I want to include is contact us, whatever that is. You can create your own. Oh, did I create a page? No. All right, I say okay. So it's on there. There are 2, and the box style, right? The tab style, the link style. You can play with it, see your menu. All right, let's say the default is boxes, let's keep it. Okay, see what changes right here. You add horizontal menu, the menu button. All right, this is the style is the round cornered square. If we change it to tabs, okay, see what happens. This is the tabs. I don't see much of a difference. All right, if we change it to link style, okay, and it's just create a link. There's no box around it. So it's up to you. Once you're done, and there's a header area, all right, we can click to get in. Right now, the header says use a logo size, or use the default logo. Right now, there's a custom logo. You can enter your own logo or a picture, or your logo file. Usually is a picture file. And theme, vertical alignment, theme default, standard. If it's not standard, what's the option? Center. What does that mean? Let's click on that. And okay. See, the logo goes to the center of the page. Okay. So let's keep that way. So I'm finished with the editing this side. I'm going to close. The close right here means you're saving all the changes. So close. Now you see the effect of what you did. Okay, this thing moved to the center area. This ball is not a center because this whole picture is this big. Okay, and then the internship. This is the site name. Okay, and this is the item we added, and then the countdown we added, and the picture we changed. All right, and this is the countdown we changed. So all these things, you can see your effect right here. All right. Sometimes when you close the thing, you come here and nothing changes. All you have to do is just refresh it. It will see the final thing. All right. This title goes on here. I'm not sure I like it. All right. And then I can go back here. All right. Where's my title header? I click on header. I basically turned off my site name. All right, if you turn it again, and then the site name shows right here. All right, there's the site name. Okay? All right, let me close. Right, I'm here where my, oh, what? I guess this is the default. All right, that's the thing. The drawback of this template that I chose is they give you a narrow area to work with. Certain templates give you the entire frame. If that's what you want, you can choose one of that kind of template. Or you can create your own template from scratch. If you do them from scratch, you don't have this nice looking border, those things you have to learn to add later on. Right? To start with, I think it's a good idea to use a template. Okay? Let me see. I think basically I talked about the important things here. How to edit and how to create pages, we'll talk about the next session. All right, this is the page layout and edit the page layout. Is basically what we talked about. Any questions? Okay.